Hi, I'm Susie from WordStream by LocalIQ, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to advertise on TikTok. In this complete video guide to TikTok advertising for small businesses, we'll be covering what TikTok advertising is, the steps to set up a TikTok advertising campaign, types of TikTok ad formats to try, and more. So what is TikTok advertising? TikTok ads allow brands, businesses, and content creators to advertise products and services through vertical video content. Like other social media ads, TikTok ads can help businesses increase brand awareness, drive traffic to their website, generate leads, and even increase sales. Let's walk through the process of creating your first TikTok advertising campaign. The first thing I'm going to do to advertise on TikTok is I'm going to navigate over to getstarted.tiktok.com, and I'm just going to go ahead and click the Start Now button. Go ahead and create my advertiser account. I'll enter my business name, industry, my business URL, target current monthly ad spend. If you're not sure, that's okay. You can just go ahead and select from this drop down and pick the closest that you think you'll start with, but that doesn't impact anything. You can change that all later. Same deal for choosing your industry. Just click into these arrows here and you can decide the closest industry bucket to your business. And again, it's not going to necessarily impact anything with your TikTok ads or campaigns. So just go ahead and pick the closest one. You can click into this drop down here of customize your account more. And this is where you could put in your country that your business is located, the currency that your business operates on, and your business's time zone. And that can help for ad scheduling, things like that. But again, this is not necessarily a major part of your campaign makeup. If you want to add this, you can. If not, it's not going to impact your performance necessarily. And then you will need to go ahead and agree to the TikTok terms of service to advertise on the platform, and then click continue. So then this will take you to the TikTok Ads Manager, and this is where you'll be prompted to create a campaign off the bat. Now you can switch to the full version of the TikTok's Ads Manager, which will give you a lot more of additional controls as you're creating your campaigns. So probably eventually you'll want to switch to that. But if you're just getting started, I would just stick to this view, like a simplified view of getting your campaign going. So the first step here is to go ahead and choose your advertising objective or your campaign objective. So this is going to tee you up to have a TikTok campaign, and your TikTok campaign is basically based off these overall objectives here. And then within each of these objective options are going to come different goal options within. So depending on which you choose, then you would choose your goal here. And depending on that, you'll potentially get some estimates on the views that you'll get from your TikTok ads. And you'll also get the ability to toggle on smart optimization within your TikTok advertising, which allows you to use TikTok's machine learning and automation to automatically target, budget, and place your TikTok ads for you and optimize that for you. If you're familiar with Google Ads, smart campaigns, performance max campaigns, any sort of automated campaign on any other platform. Meta Ads Advantage Plus is another example that would be working similar to this. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and choose to toggle that off so I have more manual control over my campaign. Hit continue here. So my campaign is still not created quite yet. You have one more little step here. Review everything within your overall campaign settings. So I could edit the campaign name here to something a little bit easier to track. Make sure that I'm showing the placements that I want, and choose a select optimization goal. Again, this might vary depending on your campaign objective and goal, but then you can choose to have it optimized, almost like how it'll deliver or serve your ads, similar to a bidding strategy on Google Ads or Meta Ads if you're familiar with those. So for example, you can have it optimized to use your budget to show your TikTok ads to get the most views to your landing page possible, or to deliver to people who will most likely click on your ad. Now, a note with these additional placement toggle, for example, the user comment toggle will allow you to choose to have your TikTok ads have the comment ability enabled so that people can comment on your ad, and you can hide, pin, and reply to comments within your ad. And basically with a TikTok video, the more engagement or the more actions it's generating, whether it's an ad or an organic video, the more buzz it's going to get, the more it's going to get seen. So you usually want to leave that on. However, if you didn't want to deal with comments, didn't have the bandwidth to manage the comments, you might want to toggle it off. Same for video download and video sharing. Again, someone could download your ad video, someone could reshare your ad video, and depending on what you're showing, you may or may not want that enabled. So once you confirm all of that, you can go ahead and click continue. And then this is where you're going to be prompted to start actually creating your TikTok ads. And this is where you'll create your TikTok ad content. So at this point, you'll need to connect your business's TikTok account. Now, if you've already been marketing on TikTok organically, you'll already have a TikTok account set up with videos on there that you've been publishing for free just to grow your business's brand awareness, right? So you have that TikTok account. You're going to go ahead and click connect TikTok account to follow the prompts to have your business's organic TikTok account speak to the ads manager, and that's where you can pull in TikTok videos you've already published and turn them into TikTok ads. You can also click authorize post here, where you could go ahead and upload a TikTok post to go ahead and advertise that. You can also upload videos that maybe you haven't posted on your TikTok account, but you want to turn them into TikTok ads. You will have the ability to directly upload video content for your ads as well. So the next step, it'll move you along into targeting and budget for your TikTok advertising campaign. Now, again, you're going to be prompted for the automatic targeting option, which is where TikTok will help choose who to serve your ads to, so which audience you're really targeting. You can select custom here to manually decide your audience demographics. So with customizing your targeting, you can determine the age, gender identity, location, and language preferences of your ideal audience. Now, if I go ahead and scroll down here, below the targeting options is where I'm setting my campaign budget and schedule. So first, you'll need to input your custom budget amount. You'll select a daily or a lifetime limit. For a daily budget, the minimum spend is $20 US, which means you'll spend a maximum of $25 daily. For a lifetime budget, the minimum spend is $140 US for the campaign. After you set the budget, you need to finalize the schedule for your campaign. TikTok recommends continuing a campaign for at least 7 days. Now, the other option here is to create a custom schedule, and that's where you could input the start and end dates of your campaign. Now, finally, you're ready to launch your campaign with this publish button here. Your ad won't go live immediately because the ad creative goes through a review process that typically takes 1 day. Be sure to check back in to monitor results and ensure it's live. Once your campaign is up and running, you need to measure performance. TikTok Ads Manager offers reporting and analytics that provide some great insight into performance plus recommendations from the platform. To view the performance of your campaign, head to the dashboard and you'll be able to see an overview of the metrics, the status of ad groups, as well as recommendations and insights. If you want to look at specific campaigns, head to the Campaigns tab. If you have a lot of ads or campaigns, use the search function to find them when you're looking for. Then you can click on the name to see the full report. Now, depending on your TikTok advertising campaign build out, you'll have a few different TikTok ad formats available to you to try. There are 11 total TikTok ad formats, but here is a highlight of just a few to start. So the first one here being in-feed ads. And an in-feed TikTok ad basically just looks like your typical TikTok video. It's not really signified differently or structured differently than a typical TikTok video. And in-feed ads appear directly in the For You page. Now, this is huge because this means that this TikTok ad type blends in seamlessly with organic content, which is kind of what I was alluding to when I said that it's a similar format to your typical TikTok video. The next ad type that we'll cover here is a carousel ad. Now, TikTok carousel ads are a bit of a departure from the video dominant platform. Similar to carousels on other social media platforms, this ad format lets you show multiple images called cards in a single post in the feed with background music and a single CTA. Users can swipe horizontally through the images, each of which can highlight a product, feature, or a step in a story. These are most commonly used for products, but they also work for before and after reveals, step-by-step content, or highlighting features and benefits. Lastly, I'm going to cover Spark Ads. Now, Spark Ads allow brands to boost existing organic content as paid ads. This organic content can be your other posts that perform well. For example, you might opt to boost an organic video that went viral. The organic content could also be another creator's, whether that's an influencer's or another regular person. So it's a great way to extend the impact of an influencer marketing campaign as long as you secure permission to boost the content. Spark ads are also ideal for encouraging trust with social proof, particularly if you're boosting another creator's video. This ad format works well also for encouraging engagement, especially when you boost the organic content as a paid ad. All the existing comments, likes, and shares stay as well. You can check out all 11 types of TikTok ad formats on our blog. Now that you know how to run a TikTok advertising campaign, the different types of TikTok ads you can try, and you're ready to start optimizing, let's talk through some TikTok advertising tips. Tip number 1 is to ensure that you're focusing on the first 3 seconds of your video. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean to just stuff a bunch of information as soon as you can into your TikTok ad, but to use a compelling hook that's going to get your audience to give their attention to your video. Tip number 2 is to use a strong call to action within your TikTok ad. Make sure it's clear what you want the audience to do after watching. If you want to try a few different CTAs in your TikTok ads, we have a call to action generator for free on the WordStream by LocalIQ blog. And tip number 3 is to always be testing. Be sure you're trying multiple different variations of your TikTok ads. Start with one ad and test different types of hooks, CTAs, captions, and more. And for more information on TikTok advertising, be sure to check out our full complete How to Advertise on TikTok article on the WordStream by LocalIQ blog. For more ways to maximize your TikTok advertising campaigns, see how our solutions can help.